Yes, it is time for another video like this. I'm angry and I don't like to get fooled. The DodoDex handle is trending on Twitter, and today we're talking about how a content creator stole information, assets and source code from the community's most popular tool and sold them as their own. DodoDex is a tool that has been with us for over 10 years, and here comes the most ridiculous clone, not only copying DodoDex word for word, but stealing from at least 3 other sites and selling it as their own work. DodoDex is a tool that accompanies every ARK player, basically forever. With my 10 plus years of playing this game, I cannot remember a time without DodoDex. It's the simplest and most widely distributed companion app available for ARK, and anyone who plays ARK has seen it at least once. Dan, the owner and creator of DodoDex, is highly respected in the community. He supports many other projects with information and in over 10 years has never pulled any scammy tricks. He provides the best companion app out there without demanding anything in return. And with the title, I wish this ARK tool existed years ago, so I built it. The Outcast released a video yesterday with the clear message that there is no good companion app available, so he created his own. I won't mention the name of the site in this video because I don't want more people landing on it than necessary. If you search around a bit, you will find it, obviously. The site isn't a secret anymore. However, I would strongly advise against using it based on what I saw in the code. It promises not only scammy things like giving you crypto, but also lacks a data protection policy and takes part of your data without ever telling you what it's used for. That means it doesn't just violate application law, it's also unclear who operates the site or what they do with your data. And since that's not transparent, you couldn't even take legal action in the event of a data breach. But why does all of this affect me? Why do I even care? The Outcast, the creator and owner of this site, reached out to me weeks ago asking if I'd like to promote this new cool website and collaborate with him. We even made a few smaller shorts together during some recording sessions we did together. Many of the claims in this video I can prove with chats and screenshots. Of course, I can't show those without consent. But if anyone claims what I'm saying is not true, then we can consider that consent granted and I'll make the chat public. Once the scandal broke, I confronted the Outcast on Discord with a screenshot of Dan's comment under his video, questioning whether they simply took data from DodoDex during their site creation and reusing it. His reaction was immediately ask where I got that comment from and where I saw it. This was followed directly by a message claiming that all images are stock photos from the game files and nothing was copied or taken from DodoDex. And after that, he said that he needs to talk to the developer. I responded that I don't really believe, and that I also have proof explaining why I think otherwise, and that I no longer want to work on any collaborations until this matter is clarified. And this also affects one of our joint partners, as we're working for some shared partners currently. I demanded a public joint statement alongside Dan where everything is resolved. So, now the Outcast position is that nothing was taken and that he's consulting with the developer. As part of this, he deleted all of Dan's comments under his video and claimed the whole thing was just about money all along for Dan, as he's scared of competition. This is where the drama really starts, because Dan and I were already in contact at this point, because I don't let myself get fooled around with. And here are 3 proofs showing how the site simply stole from others. First, we need to talk about the images. Multiple posts from the Outcast saying essentially the same thing. We took nothing, the images are on the internet, we're allowed to use them, it's not like DodoDex says. But Dan could prove on Twitter that the images used on this site are renders he himself created in Blender using the game files and then produced his own renders from. For the second proof, I took a closer look at this site in the meantime and went into the code. At this point, it was clear that at least the images had been stolen and that large parts of the website were simply wipe coded. But if you follow me on Twitter, you may have seen that I also stumbled upon even more things. Specifically, resources weren't only taken from DodoDex, but at minimum from Fusely, Wikily, and the ARK Wiki itself. From Fusely and Wikily, spawn and resource maps, for example, were used, and partially just copy and paste it back in. And from the ARK wiki, large portions of descriptions were simply copied and reused without quoting a single line or inserting a single reference. Especially with bosses, you can copy larger blocks and simply find them in the wiki using text search. The third proof is actually the best and most impressive one. I've done some software stuff like this before myself, and then I just went into the source code of this site. When you're doing something with AI and you tell your AI to take elements from other sites, then you should also tell your AI not to write that into the comments in the source code. Otherwise, I would find something like this. And so, I found parts of the prompt that were used to create this site in a few files. When it says right there inside that the site should look and function like Dodo tags, then I got you. So, here's my call to action. Don't be mean to creators. Don't write nasty comments or anything like that. Show your solidarity with Dodo tags and the other tools that were stolen from. And simply don't use the site, even if it promises you infinite money in your crypto wallet. And yes, Outcast, if you think anything I said here isn't true, I've posted everything on Twitter and you have my contact info. Just message me and I will publish the raw data for everything. There are now statements from many creators by now, and even Dolly herself has posted on Twitter, and basically the consensus is always the same. Everyone condemns this action and wants nothing to have to do with it. Okay, thanks, bye.